This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. That's right, the video game show that is not hosted by an annoying clickbaiter. We only talk about video games, the business of video games, and cover topics that mainstream YouTubers don't cover. Now, with that said, do me a favor. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and now let's get ready for the show. On today's episode... Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Let's see how clean I can put this without being over the top and get censored by YouTube. Who the hell is this? Who identifies with? Are you Hispanic? Do you identify with this? The answer is real simple. Most Hispanic don't, right? Who made this character? Concord, right? How did you get it so wrong? PlayStation, how did you get it so wrong, right? FIREWALK Studios, how did you get it so wrong? Let me tell you how they got it so wrong. Because they live in an echo chamber of fake diversity. I've been calling this out now for a while. This is all fake diversity. And people are calling it diversity, and it's frustrating for the average Hispanic out there to hear this term diversity when it's not. How do you get a character so foreign to the culture, right? How did you get it so wrong if you had consultants? Easy, because none of the consultants, the writers, the artists, what have you, none of them represent the community that they're trying to write for. No Hispanic identifies with this. I mean, this could have been a homie. This could have been an Edgar, right? This could have been Mexican OT. It could have been so many other characters. But look what you have. This is a college coddled student's dream of a Hispanic man would be, of what it would be, or look like, or act like. And it's not. You know, as Hispanics, we hate slurs. We hate slurs sometimes, but not the slurs that you might think. We're okay with the regular slurs, right? With the regular things that we call ourselves, amongst ourselves, right? Amongst ourselves, believe it or not, we call each other all the words that you might think of right now. And I'm not going to say them because then this video is going to be banned, as like every other video I make, it only gets 10 viewers, right? But I hope somebody hears these words. The biggest slur for us in general, you ask any Hispanic out there, our biggest slur is Latinx. We hate that more than anything. More than the B word, more than the WB word, more than the S word. And you can look those up. I got to censor myself because I'm already in YouTube jail, right? And I don't want to get kicked out completely. But these are the kind of things that make my videos unfriendly, because I call this out. Guys, this is not political. It was the same thing when it was, on the right-hand side of politics, on the left-hand side of politics, and you would think that would be better when politics and video games were more left-leaning, and it's not. It's not. We had better characters. Listen to this. We had better written characters in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s than we do today in video games. Where is the Desi Arnaz, right? Where's Desi at? Right? Where's Ricardo Montalban? Where is he at? We have none. Where's Eric Estrada at? We have none. They've taken all that stuff away from us. And what we have now is this piece of crap, androgynous piece of crap that we don't identify with. What do we know about the Hispanic community? What do you know? What do you experience about the Hispanic community every day? The first thing you should know is that they're very religious. We are very religious people. Right? But in these instances, the reason you can't hire, and the reason why this is fake diversity, is because if you were to hire a true Hispanic person that was going to write a character that the community can identify with, religion would be part of it. Now, how the heck are you going to do that when your whole studio is run by Marxists, atheist Marxists, that are completely against everything you believe in? Forget about the politics. We're talking about religion. They're never going to let you write that. They're never going to let you write that aspect of the game, in the game. Not going to do it. Why? Because they blatantly tell you they want to blow up the system. They want to blow up the system that gives you freedom of religion, because you shouldn't be believing in any of those things, regardless of what you feel. That's where the problem comes in. This is where the fake diversity comes in. They don't want diversity of thought.
You know how many good Hispanic writers are out there that could write a great character? They could draw a great character. How many Hispanic producers are out there right now, graduating college, can't find a job? They got to pay their bills. They got to pay their loans, and they have to work in cafes. You know why? Because they don't agree with these points of view. And even if they were hired in these companies, they could never write anything that would be inclusive to those thoughts, because they would be excluded from the club. You would be excluded from work. You wouldn't be writing jack squat. That's the frustration in the Hispanic community. Sony PlayStation, Xbox, everybody, you name it. In general, they're doing us wrong. This is fake diversity, because many of the values we hold as Latinos are not shared by the people running the studios. That's a fact. That's a fact. Imagine going to school, right, for 4 years, learning all these things, becoming a good writer, becoming a good producer, becoming a good artist, right? And when you get there, you lose your job mostly to woke Caucasians, right? That have painted hair and nose rings, that know more about Hispanics than you do, right? You grew up in East LA, you had to work, sacrifice. You grew up in Houston, you grew up in New York, working your ass off in the neighborhood, try to make it, sacrifice, your parents sacrifice. Well, guess what? You don't know jack shit about the Hispanic community. Not as much as that white person with the pink hair. Now, this is not political. Is it racist? By them, yes. And they're supposed to be diversity, right? They're supposed to be the kings of diversity. So why do they act so racist? Why do Catholics, religious people in general, don't get opportunities in these companies? Because they don't want you there. They don't want your points of view, right? They don't want points of view that they disagree with. And so those voices are silent. Who the hell is this character for? This is a very small minority within a minority. There's nobody out there running out, no Hispanic out there going, man, I really got to play this character. I mean, if it looked like Mexican OT, if it looked like Daddy Yankee, if it looked like an Edgar, if it looked like a homie, if it looked like the regular everyday Latino out there playing video games, which population is much more skewed, let me tell you, than what the industry tells you now. As far as in the Americas, it's probably 75% male. It's much higher in the Hispanic community. Much higher. Console game players for sure, right? 36 and over, male, working his ass off, comes home, wants to play a video game. Do you think he identifies with this crap? With this mediocre character? This is mediocre work across the board. They're mediocre with everything. But the one thing you shouldn't do is call this diverse, because you don't want diverse. You want political ideologies. You want social ideologies that are the same as yours, and that's all you'll pull out there. That's all you're going to produce, because there's no way, right, a religious Hispanic is getting in your team. There's no way that you're going to see any drawings that are comparable to what Hispanic wears, right? How many of these characters ever have crucibles on them? Never. A crucifix? Never. Why? Because that's religious. We can't have that. But you look at your everyday Hispanic. We always have crucibles on. We always do. We're very religious. We pray as we go out the door. Your mama prays for you going on the way out. I'm not lying. You tell them, people. You tell them. None of these characters that these people produce, supposedly in this diverse community, ever look anything like us or sound anything like us. They sound like caricatures of NPCs that are created by coddled children who've been stuck in college in a bubble for 4 years, get out and get a job because they have the same political beliefs as the people who's hiring them. And that's how you get this crap. This game is absolute crap to us. It might play well, but it doesn't represent us. If anything, it's just an insult. All right, guys, I hope I put that in a friendly way so this video won't get banned, but it'll probably get banned. I had to remake this because the other one I made, I was going off the handle and I said so many cuss words, I don't think they'd ever let it out. But in the meantime, I know that all these videos are going to be classified the same way. But I hope at least 1 or 2 people out there is able to hear this message, because it's true. There is no diversity. True Hispanics, right? The everyday Hispanic out there, the everyday college student out there, whether it's in this industry or other industries, are getting held down because they can't be themselves. They have to censor themselves. They have to take away their identity in order to get a job. That's the saddest part of all. All right, guys, I just needed to get that off my chest. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.